Mike over to Juice here. It's going to be Juice and Junior for the title match here. We're going to have Juice in the booth, and we're on the Juice cam right now, as a matter of fact. Juice was kind enough to donate the equipment necessary to have a second camera angle here.
All right,
and,
I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's cool. And you've got James Davis Jr. in the booth here with us. It'll be Junior and Juice.
All right, well, Ray's stepping out, and Juice is stepping in. All right. Sorry. Little technical difficulties going on. I think we're back. Well, welcome to the booth, Juice.
Thank you, Junior. Here we are. We're gonna be streaming this match live. It is James Davis Sr. against Chris Bartram. Along in the booth with me is James Davis Jr., son of James Davis Sr.
How's it going, Juice?
Thank you, buddy. Doing good.
Okay.
How you doing, New Orleans, Glenn?
Well, that was nifty. Real nifty shot there. Left him edge of the three, but he's going to get a return shot at the table. I don't see any. We don't see anything real easy here. Well, it looks like he might be able to hit it kind of thick.
You want to snap me off, says Junior, you are the nuts. I agree with that statement 100%. Junior is one of my favorite people to be around in the pool hall. Very amusing and likes to get in action. Two great qualities that I like.
Appreciate it, Juice. I also like your style ever since I met you. You're one of the first people I gambled with, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Back 12 years ago, 13 years ago.
Yeah.
At one of these events, during one of these events.
Yeah.
So. May I see many more.
Yep. Looking forward to it.
Well, he overcut it.
Junior, your dad's won this event before, correct?
Well, not really. For a couple of years, they held two events. One here and one at Eric's, where they used to hold the tournament. And he actually won the one that they held over there that was considered the Open. So
okay.
He's not actually on the Vanover Cup.
Oh, okay. We got Little John on the stream in the chat room, looking for action as always. If anybody don't think he's got gamble, I don't know what planet you've been on, but you ever see him in action, he'll give you more than you could ever ask for sure.
That is no joke. Killed his ball nicely there. Looks like this should be pretty handy.
Mark McClure is asking, do you still live in Bastrop?
No, Mark, I haven't lived in Bastrop in about 10 years. I live here in Austin with my wife, my lovely wife. Uh-oh. Well, he's fine. It works out. Nothing wrong with that.
That's an odd way to play the ball, huh? Wouldn't you agree?
Well, he had to get below the 5 because he didn't want to run risk of running into the 9, being above it. So he was actually trying to get below it. The only thing is here getting a proper angle for the 8 to the 9, which looks like he's following it with inside 2 rails. to the center. A little steep, but again, very doable, very workable.
Great.
Well, there it is, rack number 1, Chris Bartram, drawing first blood. So, Juice, who would you put a favorite in this match?
Honestly, I would probably put a favorite to your father. He's a local player, knows these tables a lot better than what Chris does. I think that's a little bit of an advantage. Plus, he's a great tournament player where we know Chris really don't play as many tournaments as he does, and I think that makes it a little different. So,
right on. Chris is an extremely well-seasoned gambler. That counts for a lot. My father does have the home field advantage, but we'll see what happens. This is a big break here because you get a shot here, you can get a 2-game lead.
I don't know. Maybe. Wow, what you want to do? I'll let you know after this call.
Nice break.
I don't see any problems with this rack. What about you, Junior? You see any problems?
No, the only thing I see is really the 1 to the 2, because looks like you don't have much angle to get to the cross table. He might have to play the 2 into the right-hand corner pocket, the top right corner pocket. So looks like he might just roll it in. Yeah, it's he got to a good position. Just want to come straight up towards the 4 here and get as straight as you can, just so you can stop your ball. Try to keep it as simple as possible.
That's the key to this game. That's really hard to figure out. Is just keep it simple and to your really demeanor, what you can experience. Your level. To my knowledge,
right.
You're a better player. I'm sure you would know more about that than I do. That's for sure.
See my buddy in the background, Tommy Tokoff, playing a match.
Yeah, he's playing an AZ Billiard follower. Juan post on AZ Billiards is 9-ball JJ.
That's 9-ball JJ?
That's him. That's the legend.
All right. Never seen him play. What would you say?
I heard Tommy Tokoff is the favorite in that match.
Tommy's the favorite?
From what I've heard.
Sure. Well, he's elected to shoot the 8-up table. This is the money shot. Rack number 2 goes to Chris Bartram. Well, I don't know about you, but that break looked pretty solid to me last time, and if that continues, my father's going to be running uphill.
Yeah, I mean, if it looks like that every time, I just don't see how he's going to overcome that. But we all know your father has a ton of heart. He has no give up in him. I mean, that's what makes him such a great competitor in this tournament every time he plays in. So I got a lot of respect for your dad. He's one of my favorite people. Play any tournament to place in any of them. So
yeah, he does try hard.
He tries as hard as anybody I've ever seen in my life playing. So I would never count him out.
Chris actually made both the corner ball and the ball below the corner ball in the corner pocket last time. Like 2 balls went in simultaneously. Let's see if that happens again. It's the 5 ball and the 7 ball, or the 2 balls I'm referring to here.
Something else about your father, he never gets out of line, never anything, never says a word, has nothing but respect for the player he's playing. He just sits there and plays pool, and he don't cause any arguments or anything. He just sticks to himself, and you have to respect a guy like that.
Wow, neither one of them went this time. Well, he's got a shot, but the 6 is in the way to go straight up table. And I don't believe he can put left-hand spin to go 2 rails around the 8 because of the 2 ball. Looks like he's going to try to follow straight up, avoiding the 6. Hit the 9.
How'd he hit it?
It was a tough shot. Like I said,
that was about the best you could ask for.
Yeah, you couldn't really tell, from there being jacked up. He's got a difficult shot here, though.
Is anybody else running choppy, or is that just you straight, Sal? Can anybody else tell us if their stream is fine, or can we get an update on that just so we know? Okay, thank you, everybody. Straight, Sal, you might want to refresh your stream, or maybe log in and log back out or something. It looks like everybody else is doing good.
Here's another tough shot.
That's the funny thing about pool is once you get out of line one time, it might take 3 or 4 shots just to get back in line, and that's really something that makes it tough about this game.
Yep. Another thing about pool, it's hard to get it going if it starts going the wrong way. The momentum is definitely on Chris's side right now, I would say.
Wow. Think he'll try to play shape for the combo, James Davis Jr., or do you think he'll come short side and try to shoot the 5-up table?
Well, I think you have to shoot the 5-9 combo because of where the 8 lays. Makes it where you really have to get down table for the 6, and you'd have to get real good on the 5 to get that position. And it's better to play the percentages to shoot the combination. It's a higher percentage shot, I would say. Looks like he's played a little short, but it's a good angle to bring your cue ball up 2 rails back up table. When you shoot it with low outside English, I would believe. Tommy is up 3-0 on Juan, and he just scratched on the break.
So y'all are saying that the volume is a little low, everybody, or can anybody hear me? Or we can turn it up if that will help y'all.
Well, that was a nice
Say
shot.
something, Junior, make sure it...
3-0 Chris Bartram. How's the volume, everyone?
SB Rivera is asking, what time do you play your next match, Junior?
My next match is at midnight, Juice, and I believe play Bill Fuller. I believe he's assisting with the tournament, doing a good job at it.
As always, he's helped this tournament a couple years now, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has, and he also assists on the Fast Eddie store. So he definitely puts back in the pool, and I really like to see that in people.
Guy jumps balls, probably one of the best ball jumpers. You know, that jump cue really gets over the balls good with that thing.
So what are you trying to tell me? I have to put him behind the ball on it and not
Yeah,
just
you
hook
better
him?
freeze him, buddy. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
All right.
He got that little jump cue
I'm going to take
out.
that as a tip, Juice. I'm going to take that as a tip. But no, he does jump well.
Or you can tell him, he can't use a jump cue, then you'll be all right.
It's a tournament match, so we'll see what happens at midnight when it rolls around.
Bushwhacker's asking who's commentating, when that is James Davis Jr., also known as Bastrop, known as Junior. He's got plenty of nicknames. He is from the Austin area, been around pool for how long now, Junior? 15 years, 17 years?
Well, my father's been a pool player most of his life, so I don't know. I've been playing competitively for probably around a dozen years. Another nice break. Looks like the 7-8 is tied up, though. Can't tell if it passes by the 9 from the short side or not, but if it does, it will be a tough position to get to. What would you do, Juice?
I'd punt. I'd probably roll out.
Punt, roll out? Come on, Juice.
No, I'd probably just try to roll forward a little bit, try to get the best thing I could to the right, try to shoot the deuce. But because it looks like it's opposite angle, where the cue ball is going to slide this way.
So would you go for the 8? 7, break it up maybe? Kind of fade it real softly towards me. 'Cause if you nudge it just a little, if you get a shot on that 7, you could open it up.
Well, the deuce is right here, so I don't think I would.
Oh, the deuce is on the end rail.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I would have rolled forward to try to get as far as I could to the right.
Well, he hit that ball beautifully.
He hit that ball.
That was a well-struck ball.
Tell him Trigger won again.
Update on the women's tournament. Melinda Bailey, also known as Trigger, has
AKA Trigger.
AKA Trigger has won her match.
I don't know about you, Juice, but I tend to pull for the AZ foreign members.
Yeah.
Do you notice that?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, Tommy's taking a 4-0 lead over there. He looks determined. Well, he went for the breakout there and he missed it, but the ball's right in the hole.
You think he's going to come one rail and try to, two rails and try to clip the 8 on this side, or which way?
I believe he's going to draw right back where he's at, 2 rails, and try to bump him.
Division, this will be the first round in the money.
Well, he hit the
we
point.
Got Melinda Bailey and Ashley.
He can see the edge of the 7 here.
On table 17.
I think that you should cross the 7 to center of the table and
Melinda
send your rock
Ashley.
back to
Table
the other side of the
17.
table. Well, that wasn't a very good shot.
Last call on Ron Geyer. If you got a case. Oh, he's closed. Okay. He's closed over there. If you've got a case stored up over there, time to come get it.
Ron Geyer's turned into a sissy. He's not taking any more tonight, but he will return what he has taken.
Just an update on some other matches going on right now. David Henson is playing Brandon Schuff. That is a winner's bracket match, and Brandon Schuff is leading 1-0 on that match. Just another update on a match going on.
Well, seems like my father just can't get it going right now.
Ladies division, another match, first round match in the money. Got Kim Pierce and Julia Rapp. They'll be playing on table 16. Kim and Julia. This is the last round of the night, the ladies. Ladies will return at 9 o'clock in the morning. This is the first round in the money for the ladies on these two.
Well, 4-0 Chris. And my dad's falling behind in the match. Can't seem to get his engine started.
Sarah Rousey said, "You better go wake your dad up, Junior."
Those first game jitters, you know. They say that's one of the 2 toughest games to win is the first one that you win and the last one. So
yeah,
he's having a little trouble getting out of the starting blocks here.
I think the last round tonight is 1:30 a.m. They're going to play the last match. There's There's matches going to be played at midnight and then 1:30 a.m.
It's a fine break.
Another good break.
Got a bad kiss on the one ball from the 3 there. He was going to be straight in.
What do you think about Chris Bartram's style of play? Plays real methodical, takes his time, and a lot like your father. Plays a little bit of the same style.
Yeah, I would have to say that they have pretty similar styles with the patterns and the speed they hit the ball. Well, it looked like he overspun it just a little bit, but he got away with it. The 1 froze up on the 9. Well, I don't know about you, Juice, but I think my father might roll the dice here. He might try to draw the 1 off the top of the 9 into the left pocket.
Coming from 4-0, he's got to do everything he can, take every chance he can to try to get back in this match. Wouldn't you agree with that, Junior?
Well, he might try to look for a safety, but I don't know. Let's see. It's hard to question his judgment, being his son-in-law. Well, he elected to play safe, and he didn't hook him. Left him a little long, but still a very workable shot. I'd have to say this is the key shot in the rack here. When you juice, if you make the 1 and get position on the 2 ball, the rest of the rack should be pretty handy.
And trying to hold that 1 where you don't go too far up table is another key to get it back out of line, like we talked about earlier.
Right.
Plus a lot of distance between the cue ball and the 1 ball that makes it even tougher to hold.
Well,
it.
You got a 4-0 lead.
So you got some confidence.
Yeah, I think this shot will go down center pocket. Good speed. And I believe he's fine. That was a well-struck ball. Back in line, I believe.
This Chris Bartram looks like he's playing really hard, as he always does. As if we see him on many live stream matches, action matches, and through the field. I mean, he is one of my favorite people to watch play on these stream matches that we can watch on the internet from the house. I think.
Yeah, he looks pretty determined right now.
Yep.
And it's going to take something to change it around for my father if he's going to make a match of it. Nothing, Chris Bartram. Bartram about to break. Who'd take a scratch on the break to get my father going? Ball in hand or something, you know?
Something to change, you know, the roles, or maybe or even just a good shot. You know, he hadn't came to the table with anything rewarding. You know, it's been tough every time, and coming from a deficit, it makes it even tougher. You know. Also playing Chris Bartram is in your head. I mean, this game has a lot of mental capabilities to make you weak, and that's the sad part about it, or something no one can ever figure out, in my opinion. L.A. Toolman is asking, are you going to Galveston, Junior?
For sure, for sure. No way I'd miss that in the world. Practically in my backyard. So another nice break by Chris. Well, would you go for the one in the side here, Juice, or would you play the safety? Do you lock your man down up by nothing?
I'm a weaker player, so I'm locking my man down every chance I get. That's
every chance you get?
Every chance.
Keep him buried, right?
I might play safe with ball in hand if I have any doubt in my mind that I can't get out. I'm a little weak, folks. I don't have too much confidence in my game, so I'll just be honest with you and tell you that's the way I play.
I don't let Juice fool you. He can still dab it around pretty good. Didn't you cash in Louisiana?
No.
One short?
One short.
One short.
Yeah.
You were playing well. I remember a couple shots I watched from a couple tables over that were very nice.
Yep.
Very nice.
Yeah, I didn't want to put my pick of the litter, Jesse Bowman, in the loser bracket, so I threw that match. Not that I had a choice.
Well, he'd like to play a safety, but it didn't go well. He's got an open shot at the one here, so let's see what he can do if he can get it going. See if he gets settled in. It's a big thing about pool. You definitely have to settle in. It's hard, you know. Some people do it right off the bat. Sometimes you come to the box and you're settled in. Sometimes you never get settled in.
Yep. Sarah Rousey commented that there's a lot of tournaments going on all over the country, and I agree with that statement. I mean, there's that CSI tournament out there in Las Vegas that's going on, and the Texas State Open, and we got Galveston coming up. We got the Houston Open coming up. There's a tournament in San Antonio. Yeah, the Lone Star event.
Kim White's event. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, pool is definitely booming right now.
Pool is going good. Right in time for the holidays. Hopefully, buy somebody a nice Christmas present after they snap off a tournament. So.
Right. This is 2 tournaments in a row where we had 128 here in Austin. So
that's great.
Turning people down. Yeah. So pool is definitely going good with the recession down. I don't know why, but the way it's going.
Also, you know, if no one's ever been to Austin, it's a great town. I mean, great town for really anybody, any age. There's lots of things to do. And
well, he kind of jumped up on that shot. Not looking good. Not looking good.
Walter D. responded, "We love having you, Juice." I appreciate that. I'm not the best commentator in the world, as we all know, but I love pool. I love being around pool. I love betting on pool. I love everything there's to do at pool. If I ever won the lottery, don't worry. You will see Bunny in action for pool. That's just the way it is.
Well, not looking good. Not looking good. Just never could. Hasn't got it going yet. And to give Bartram credit, he has taken advantage of every opportunity he's been handed.
Little John, you are one of the players that I would consider staking. I've seen you play hard for the cash many times, and I've seen how big your heart is. So, yes, I would consider staking you. I think that you play super hard for the cash, and you love money as much as I do. So, you're one of my top 5. Of course, we all know you don't need a stake horse. We know whatever you got in your pocket is in play 24/7. Come get you some. I've seen it in action many times. They're asking who the other 4 people are. David Parker is one of them. Jeremy Jones. This guy would never need a stake horse, but Chris Bartram. I mean, you couldn't ask for anybody that plays harder for the cash than this guy here. And my man who hadn't got the cash that much, but tries as hard and has the biggest heart. He hadn't lost much money, but he's broke even more than anybody I've ever seen in my life. And people have quit him, and that is Derek Fontenot from Lake Charles, Louisiana. Me and him have been in plenty of traps, down 4 or 5 sets, and got even, and they pulled up before we did. I promise you that. And if anybody don't believe that, just go to any tournament they've seen us. He will be in action, and when he does, he'll play a bad game, and it'll take us 3 or 4 sets where he realizes that he's in a bad game, and he always gets out of it. He always finds a way to get there. So,
yeah, Derek has a lot of heart, a lot of potential too.
Yeah, when he gets that break rolling, he'll beat anybody. I mean, guy can make 4 balls in the break 8 times in a row. I've never seen anybody can do that, but he's one of them, you know.
We definitely have had a lot of battles.
I've heard about y'all's battles.
Yes.
One of the funniest stories I heard was when he broke his cue playing you, and he made
it wasn't
you
that funny. Yeah, I mean, it's a little amusing now, but then it wasn't too
at that
funny.
time, I'm sure. I'm sure you could see the steam coming out his ears.
There's a little reverse from what you said his MO is. He got the lead on me. He got me 600 loser, and all I had was 800 exactly, not 801, not 805. And I 4-railed a 9-ball in on him, and he was a little sick about it. Ended up getting my money back and getting even.
Yep. Walter D. Big Truck is going to commentate the Silver Ochoa versus Cliff Joyner match. Now, Junior might sit in, but I think he's got to play a match at midnight, correct?
Yes, I have to play Bill Fuller at midnight.
We'll find you a good player to commentate and help out, Walter D.
Well, Chris has decided to switch sides here. I don't know why. But and he has pocketed the ball and he's straight in.
Update on the other matches that are going on for everybody. Brandon Schuff is leading David Henson 2-0. Noel Torres is leading Charlie Bryant, also known as Hillbilly, 2-0. Well, I got another text. Brandon Schuff is now leading 4-1 over David Henson. David Henson, another great local player from here. Now, he's won this tournament before, David Henson Jr.?
Yes, I believe he won it in 2006 maybe. want to say.
Is the score right? 6-0.
Yes, the score is correct. 6-0. If Chris gets out here, which the 4 to the 5 looks like it's the shot, it would be 7-0.
Shane Waltrips want to know if you could give him some one-pocket lessons cheap. He don't know how to use the PM, so he's just going to put it out there for everybody to read.
Well, Shane, best advice I could give you is get Rick Stanley to help you out. He's a pretty knowledgeable one-pocket player. He knows how to play the game, and he's just moved to the area, and I believe he gives lessons as well.
It's all right, buddy. Man, it's a massacre.
Well, 7-0.
Not at the same place, man. Okay. Junior, do you know the score of the match behind us?
It reads 4-2, but I believe Tommy forgot to mark his last game. I believe the score is 5-2, but I could be wrong. I was just thinking that when I was looking over there, because Tommy broke this game and he had a 4-0 lead, so it makes sense that he'd have 5. But the score reads 4-2. Tommy took off over Juan Pereira, is his name?
I believe.
A.K.A. 9-ball Double J.
Wow.
Well, it looks like he has 3-rail position here. Swing it around.
Is that the deuce behind the 9-ball?
That's the deuce behind the 9-ball. He's going to have to go 1, 2, 3 rails and down to the bottom rail. But it lays pretty good for that. The one's close to the hole. You got a good angle. Just take the scratch out of play and good speed with the one. I mean with the cue ball. Looks like he struck it well. He's going to fall perfect. You don't want to be straight in.
you don't know the score of Rafael Martinez and Robert Alvarez, do you, Junior?
No, I sure don't. Well, it looks like he is pretty straight on this ball. He can't decide what he wants to do. Follow it up, play short side.
What would you do, Junior?
I like trying to create an angle and drawing the ball out, but he may not have that shot. It's hard to tell from here, so the prudent shot is to definitely roll up. You know, you guarantee yourself a shot on the 3, whether you have to play safe or not. If you don't get good on it, it's not perfect. It's not easy, by no means. He might be electing just to play the safety here. No, he's going for it. He's up 7-0. You go for it. And Tommy just made a nice out over there. And it is 6-2. It is 6-2, Tommy over Juan. Well, he missed it. He missed it. But now, look at the 5-ball, Juice. You can come off the edge of this 5 and scratch here. It's likely. It's not a... See what he does. He might try to draw it off to the 5.
Good shot. Texas Hold'em champ is asking if you're going to play the one pocket tournament in Galveston, Junior.
I believe I'm gonna give it a go. I'm gonna try it out.
That's Kobe.
Oh yeah, Kobe. What's going on, buddy? Yeah, I'm gonna try to get Galveston one pocket out. It's a good opportunity to play one of the best games that I love to play against some of the best players in the world. So they're all going to be there, and $250, $300 to get to play. You know, if you were a golfer, it's like playing, with a chance to play Tiger, for $300. If you get to draw one of the top players. Well, all right, there we go.
And he makes the board.
Now he's got that first game out of the way. It's probably over. I'm just kidding. Score 7-1.
What's the most racks you've ever seen your father run, Junior? Playing any rotation game?
Well, it's hard to say. I've all the tournaments we play in, besides the Texas Open, play alternate breaks. I've heard stories of when he was younger, but probably around 4 to 5 of what I've seen.
Wow, broken good, but just didn't make one.
Yeah, the 8 jarred up on him. Again, looks like the key shots from the 1 to the 2. If you fall good on a 2, the rack looks pretty handily. Well, Juice, to give you a little update on the table next to us, that just in, Rafael is leading Robert Alvarez 6-4 in their match.
Wow, that's a close score. That Robert Alvarez is really playing good this tournament, for sure.
Yeah, and he's at the table now, so if he can win one, he can, keep it close and make it a real good match.
Rue7227 is asking you a question. If you had the first pick in a fantasy football league, would you take Adrian Peterson or Drew Brees?
I'd probably take Michael Vick, and that's probably why I'm not a fantasy football player. Shocked the world. I know he can't even play the first 3 games. That was a nice shot.
That was a good
both
shot.
Balls and well, here's another key shot, but I'm pretty sure he's just going to follow this ball 2 rails to close as the side pocket as he can get.
We have some updates for you for the tournament. Melinda Bailey, a.k.a. Trigger, is playing Ashley Nandrazi, and she's leading 1-0. Trigger is. Brandon Schuff is leading David Henson 4-3. All the men's matches are a race to 9 in the winners and in the loser. It is winter break. And the women's matches, I'm almost positive that they're a race to 7.
That is correct, Juice. Well, he's hitting this ball just about as good as you could hit. Well, he's a little flat on the ball, but he'll just shoot the 7 up the table and have an 8-1 lead, going to 9.
The Fish is asking if Bartram has been in action since he's been here. I have not seen him in any action since he's been here. View, Junior?
Well, he played a local here the other night, some cheap pool, and beat him out a couple hundred. The first night he was here, I believe, to get used to the table.
Did they play even?
Yes, the local player did not know who Chris was and was in for a little treat.
Snuck up on somebody.
Afterwards, he said, this guy does not miss. 7 racks in a row.
Oh, man.
Well, he just can't do anything right now. Except for maybe, nope.
Look.
That's not a very good shot for him to have, being cold, being down in a set, Miscued.
You got to love the chat room sometimes,
All right. 7-2.
I agree with you, Little John, 100%. I agree 100%.
Well, here comes the break. Sure would like to see him make a ball here and get a shot. He has done that. And he has got a shot. Let's see if he can steady himself and get through this rack and get the 3 here. Well, he's gotten a little straight on his 3. He wanted a little angle to get the proper angle on the 5 to where he didn't have to go to the rail from the 5 to the 6. So we'll see what he likes to do here. Okay. This is what I was referring to. He wanted to have an angle to where he could get straighter on the 5. But do you like to follow this ball 2 rails out, or you like to draw it 1 rail out? Myself, I like to draw it 1 rail out.
I like to follow it, but
I like to follow it. Okay.
Everybody plays a little different.
It's all about preference, as long as you get it done.
That's right.
Well, he liked to do a shot. That's a good shot. He overrolled it a little. Just want to thank y'all, Juice, for inviting me into the booth today.
Nah, man, we appreciate you coming in the booth, Junior. You know a lot about pool. You're a talented player. Like Rick Stanley said yesterday, put somebody in the booth that can run more than 5 balls. You know, I mean, I love that comment. I mean, I really like that. That really made me feel great. But if anybody, wants to put him in the box against the man I bet on, David Parker, he can just get some. Right, you know, I don't play pool, but I love pool, and he can just bet it. I mean, I know my man can play for money. I mean, I don't know about him, but we'll find out. Just get him out there. That's all I can tell you.
Well, father missed a 6. Doesn't look too happy. I believe Rafael is on the hill against Robert Alvarez over there, Juice. 8-4, it looks like.
Boy, it sure don't take that guy long to play a match, does it?
I really enjoy watching him play. Really enjoy watching him play.
Especially on these bigger pocketed tables, he just fires them in from everywhere. He's got no fear even on a tight pocket, but on these tables, I mean, he plays
for the gusto,
a little
really
more wide open, yeah.
Funny we say that, he shoots he misses a 3 ball about 100 miles an hour right there.
It works every time.
Well, looks like he's going to have to thin this ball and go up table. Only question is which way do you like to go up table? believe we might be getting some updates for the other tables here. Juice, is that what you're getting?
Yeah, that's what we're just getting. Brandon Schuff is leading David Henson 6-3 in his race to 9. It is
6-3, all right.
It is a winner's bracket match. We got Trigger, also known as Melinda Bailey, over Ashley, leading her 2-1.
I believe the score in the background here of this match here, it's 7-4 Tommy, with Juan running out, trying to make it 5-7, trying to make a little comeback on Tommy.
And Charles Hillbilly Bryant is down 4-2 against Noel Torres.
Oh, well, he hit that ball pretty good, but he hit the point, so that's looks like it's going to put Chris on the hill here.
Juan, also known as 9-Ball JJ, is down 7-4 against Tommy Tokoff.
Yeah, he is, but he's mounting a comeback. He was down 7-2, I believe, and he's won the last 2 games and looks pretty good to run the rack out from where he's at. He's just waiting on Rafael to shoot. And Chris is on the hill now. Well, this will be the last time Chris breaks, no matter what happens, Juice. That's about the only thing I know that's going on.
8-2, Bartram on the hill. If anybody is playing James Davis Sr., they just want to get this match over with. There's no doubt. They do not want to give anybody with a heart as big as his any opportunity to come back and beat him, especially from a deficit this great. Wouldn't you agree with that, Junior? You just like to break and run and just get this match over with and move on to the next one, especially playing a player
that is definitely
as good
ideal.
As
you
your father.
You want to finish him off if you can when you get the chance. You want to.
Is that shape on the 3? Is that the 3 ball right there?
That's the 3 ball right there. I don't
and
know
that's
if
a
he
4
can shoot
down
the
there?
2.
I don't know who Clint.
Well, he hit that ball
Perfect.
good.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I mean,
looks like he's playing position for the combo here. He's going for the gusto right here, folks. Looks like he's going to make short work of my father.
All right, that's going to do it, folks. That will be the match. Bartram's going to take a 9-2 lead, or 9-2 win over James Davis Sr.
Well, I want to thank everybody for letting me sit in and on this booth and commentating on this match. Wish it was a little closer, but.
Are you serious, Tim's?
I think we're going to have a big truck come back in here momentarily. So. Switch views.
Is it over?
Yeah.
Okay. Put on Bartram's name, put winner.